Hi, welcome to RCKicks. Yes, we've got some fantastic breaking news for you. We're going to be seeing the Yokomo Dogfighter again. Yes, they're going to re-release it. Now, this is big news for Yokomo, and the information's just dropping out of Hong Kong as I bring this to you. So we have no actual confirmed images of it. There's been a few photographs, but obviously these are referencing the old vintage one. You can tell as the old one had saddle packs, whereas I'm pretty sure when they re-release it, it's going to have an adapter so you can run the shorty lipo packs. Now, why am I so chuffed about this? Well, it's a bit of a change for Yokomo, and I'm hoping this is going to do really well for them, and then we'll get a few more of their vintage racing buggies. Now, if you don't know much about the Dogfighter, me neither really, as I've never been able to get into them as they're just too expensive at the moment. Now, this is the YZ-870C, four-wheel drive, released in 1987, and it went on to win the 1989 Worlds in St Ives, Australia by Masami himself. So yeah, a total vintage pedigree buggy. Oh, super excited. I can't believe it. This is probably the release of 2023. Now, release dates, you're looking towards the end of the year at the moment, but being that this news is so fresh, maybe it might drift on to 2024. I hope not. Now, this buggy came with full bearings, FRP chassis. Be interesting to know whether they're going to actually put any more updates into this, like the actual gearbox, so we can run brushless. Whether they'll put a carbon chassis on it, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Full bearings, like I said, and it comes with a one-way clutch and universal drive shafts. Now, this was never officially released by Yokomo in America, but Team Associated imported them, changed them around a little bit of a mod, apparently. I don't know what they changed, and called it the YZ-10. Now, I was a little bit concerned when I first heard this that maybe it'll only be released in Japan, but Yokomo do distribute around the world, so hopefully we will see it in the UK, EU and the US. Now, another part of this is obviously the prices for the vintage ones. So will we see a massive drop in the prices of the vintage ones now we're getting a re-release? Well, honestly, I don't think so. This is such a high-end kind of buggy. I think it's going to be more along the lines of what we saw with the RC10s. That the original ones will come down in price for a short period of time, maybe 2 or 3 years, and then prices will go back up along with the actual re-release ones when it's discontinued. So I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing for the vintage ones. Also, we don't even know if it's going to look exactly the same or whether they're going to do some modifications and change some of it. Personally, I like the idea that they actually do small modifications, different colors to different parts, just to set a different tone to keep them separate from the vintage ones. But the thing that gets me the most excited is that so many people would love to have one of these but couldn't get into them, and the build experience and be able to take it racing, because that's my plan. I'm probably going to get 2 of these. I'm going to get one to be a shelf queen, and I'm actually going to take one vintage four-wheel drive racing. So super excited. As soon as I know more, I'll let you know. If I could just ask you to take 2 seconds, if you've watched the videos and you've watched a few and you enjoy it, to hit that subscribe button. 58.6% of you that watch the channel aren't even subscribed. It costs you absolutely nothing. And being that we're such a small RC channel, every new subscriber really helps the algorithm find our content and push it out to more RC fans like you.